Okay, let's get this live stream started by booting Fallout 4. There we go. And it is hot. Very hot. Or at least it feels it because it's fucking humid. In fact, I'm just going to look at local temperatures. Might as well do it while Fallout 4 loads. Temperature, weather. That'll do. We don't need to watch that. Loady. There's nothing. I believe it's the Minutemen paint for free in the Creation Club this week. Well, I'm busy since last time. There's a streamy one. Yeah, that's why. 60% humidity and 23 Celsius at this point in time. Predicted to go up to 25. Woo! And that's on the remote weather station, which is somewhere in interior temperature is going to be up a few degrees because, well, there's no air movement. It says it's a 10-mile-an-hour wind. I've looked outside, the trees aren't moving. It's not a wind. It is hot and it is humid. And it's day 15 of it. I've had enough. I had enough a week ago. 1 week of a heat waves too. And I hate heat waves. Oh yes, where am I? That's what I was doing. I was going eventually to go over there. Eventually, I was going to clear out this super mutant site first. Oh, howdy. You know what? That's cheap. That is so cheaty for me. Like and Blitz just takes it from good to ridiculous, for lack of a better word. That's so much so that I say that VATS is the most overpowered thing in Fallout 4. Oh, it's too far away. It's behind a tree. Stupid VATS. When VATS thinks it can make a shot, it doesn't necessarily mean it can make a shot. Fun fact: different types. There are about three different types of super mutant per rank. So, you know, let's take the skirmisher for example. There's pretty much 3 variants of those. There is the melee one. Oh, hello, Sir Just Salinas. Thank you for using the appropriate greeting for our British stereotypes. Even though I'm more Midlands than Cockney London, but it doesn't really matter. The stereotype applies to anywhere in the country regardless. But there actually is 3 different types of super mutant for each rank. Fail. But there's melee, there's automatic weapons, and there's semi-automatic weapons. Each one actually has a different health value, so the melee ones are a bit tougher. Oh, Hancock, you fell too. I thought there was a skill magazine up here. Clearly not. There's just a branch that you can't get down under. Oh well. Oh well. Ah, love. You're just weird. You're late to the party, and we gotta cross this lake. Yeah, those two make comments about how it's a camp, and not how it's a radioactive cesspit. And then Hancock says it's great. McCready's got ammo, has he?
Hey, what do you want? Take this. You're gonna need it.
That was it.
Sure.
Each companion gives you something different when you talk to him. Hancock, I think, gives you drugs, so he's actually, I think, the most profitable. Curie gives you stim packs, if I remember correctly. X6 gives you fusion cells, which is more than the fucking Institute gives you for completing a task. You know, X6 will just hand them out for free. The Institute, you actually have to convince them to give you something for helping them in their little Radiant shit quests. Yeah, that bad. But then there's the... Then Hancock gives you random drugs, so he's quite profitable. McCready gives random ammo, physical ammo, only low-grade stuff. I think. I don't think he gives particularly good stuff. Then Piper gives you random pre-war food, normally junk food. Typically with Piper, I don't think I've seen her give her good stuff. She mostly just gives you sort of cheap old junk food. And then Strong gives you animal meat. And knowing Strong, it's probably completely rancid. Hello, Jaden Herrera. Car. You do wonder how the hell it got under a tree. A tree that probably came down in the blast, which means this must have come after. Must have crashed probably during the blast, maybe. Who knows? It's safe to say where some of the weird positions you find cars in, they weren't very good drivers. Car bombs. So dangerous. Gotta use my pistol of overpoweredness. You know, since I'm completely directional, let's pop in here. I'm not sure if I actually bothered ever going in here. Funnily enough, I don't think I've actually bothered. Like the forehead. It's becoming a rip. It's becoming a rip. Oh no! It's a legendary one. That's the toughest type of feral ghoul you can encounter. Is the legendary Chard, I believe. No, my gun needs reloading. Oh, another one! I am like some ridiculously high level though, aren't I? How am I today? Hot and sweaty. That's probably the best way to describe it. And when I'm hot and sweaty, I get a bit miserable. What does this terminal say? Bring your kid to work day. Why do I get a feeling that's never going to be bad? That makes no sense. Where's Worcester? They didn't shut it, obviously, because it's war. I don't know what this door's opening, but I might as well open the doors. So the door's down there. So I might as well go through that hole. Hole that it just opened. Oh, more Chard ferals. Oh dear. They're just so... They're ghouls. They're not very good. They're ferals. Oh no! A bloated glowing one and I still can't hit this gigantic fat ghoul. I love how ghouls bloat when they're dead. Now, where is that? Ah, there is the booty chest. Master lock. This isn't Skyrim. Bobby pins don't break that easy. Bobby pins are bloody robust.
Yes.
Bobby pins are extremely robust. They're so much better than lockpicks. Lockpicks are brittle and fragile. Bobby pins are solid and reliable. I'm wondering if how to use a bobby pin as a lockpick. You have to sort of break a little rounded nub off the end. You know, we just sort of, you know, the hair clips. So they got little rounded ends so they can sort of slide them through your hair easier. So I think you got to break that little nub off and then it's actually quite pointy. Of course, you can slip a bobby pin in anywhere. Oh yeah, missile launcher lunatic lives here. Actually, I'm not sure I want to... What should I... Did it just kick me? I think it did. Oh look! Actual... That's force of nature. How nice. It's nice to see shotguns spawning with a stock. It means the tweak I did worked. You had... Oh, you're the missile launcher lunatic. And yet you didn't use your missile launcher. What a lunatic. You would use the missile launcher. Wow, a revolutionary sword. That's a rare item. There is a radar. Now, if you ever wanted to find Deathclaws, this is the place to find them. Oh look! Deathclaws! Oh, I hope I don't come across the mythic ones. Actually, what level am I? I'm level something stupid, but 73, I'm not going to be coming across the mythic anytime soon. Now, mythics are something I've never actually come across. I don't particularly want to come across them, considering I just made a couple of days ago, I made a little tweak to the mythics. And when I say little, I mean they aren't little anymore. They're fucking huge. So if you see a Deathclaw that's sort of like big on the horizon, leg it. Picking a perk, picking a perk, picking a perk. Blitz is just retarded. It's so overpowered. Nerd Rage is just useless. You know, when it comes to putting skills into special, charisma is pretty useless. It helps with speech checks and nothing else. Pretty much. You know, there's local leader is only useful because it's, you know, it makes settlements useful. You know, because it basically does things that you should be able to do anyway. You know, hence why I have it, because for some reason Total God Mode doesn't seem to work with it. Most of Charisma's useful ones are early on anyway, the later ones are really quite pointless. Because the shit that you actually want to pacify doesn't even work, because it has to be a lower level than you. That's just annoying. That is actually annoying. The night person's stealth sight. Which one to go with? Might as well get the melee up so I can sometimes insta kill them just for the sake of it, because it is powerful big leagues. Oh, great! It's a fucking matriarch. Leg it. Leg it. Go where it can't follow. Go through the small doorway. Let X6 kill us. Yeah, that's only like a middling grade Deathclaw. And if it wasn't for it, oh, speaking of Deathclaw, what do you think that is? Ooh, albino Deathclaw in the legendary variety. That's rare. Ow! And that is why you do not fight the Deathclaw. You know what? Go into the safe spot. Go inside a little house. Go through the teeny weeny little door. Up the teeny weeny little ladder. And the Deathclaw can't follow. It's limping. Bring out the missile launcher of OP-ness. Look at it. And this is I have comprehensively nerfed this missile launcher. Deathclaws have been given basically I've given them the dense mod, and they still missile launchers still do a retarded amount of damage to them. The missile launcher is just overpowered, for lack of a better word. I think it's because it does direct hit damage and blast damage. It's so overpowered, the missile launcher. it makes the Fat Man completely redundant. This place is Deathclaw Central. If you don't encounter a Deathclaw out here, there is something seriously wrong. Oh look! I think the Deathclaw have been here. Somehow, looking at the amount of dead super mutants. I've not seen a burning corpse of a vertebrate, so maybe that hasn't arrived yet. I know there's a vertebrate. Oh, I'm offended. When I see birds just flying in place, I am so offended by them they have to die. Otherwise I don't bother with birds, they aren't worth the ammo, but... Now, I'm not sure if this is a vanilla house or not, but I know this isn't vanilla. Why? Because, well, you'll see when we open it.
Sweet.
Gobi campaign scout rifle. And of course, another one. For some reason there's two. I don't know why there's two. And it was off to Vegas. Nah. So it's basically explaining why there's a Gobi campaign scout rifle there. I think this house is actually... It might be a vanilla house. Actually, common sense would dictate the way to check would be to... Yeah, it is a vanilla house. The crate's not vanilla. Oh! In case it hasn't become abundantly clear, Deathclaw are everywhere here. Like, actually everywhere. Like, there's... And if it wasn't for X6, this would be a lot harder to kill. A lot harder. Where is this checkpoint and what are they defending against? Bears. Fine. Bears are so... and super mutants. Super mutants? Really? I think the vertebrates are right. Yeah, the Brotherhood tends to win the engagements. You know, they tend to win. They probably wouldn't have won this one because this is actually quite a powerful encounter because there's a lot of high grade super mutants, but yeah, the enforcers are quite. Yeah, the warlords are like level 73. They're quite powerful. Yeah, they're quite high grade ones, and I don't think my Brotherhood doofuses are that high. Yeah, there's a Star Paladin who is, and a regular Paladin who isn't. And no, I don't know why that one's armor is slightly better. But that Paladin is almost dead, and that Star Paladin isn't.
We may have liberated the Commonwealth.
And they, for some reason, don't have a power armor unit. I'm not quite sure why. Not... XA1 armor has spawned, because I clearly I think I did set it to like level... Oh. What is it? Another Deathclaw? Oh yeah! Definitely another Why is it? Albino? Again? That's rare. I'll use my OP launcher. It's just so overpowered, the missile launcher. I just can't believe how overpowered it is. And I've actually nerfed this fucker. I've nerfed it and it is still overpowered. You know, basically given like the big shit resistances to it, but it's still overpowered and it's still insta-kill. Pretty much does math. Which begs the question, do I have a Fat Man? Ah, the jolly Fat Man. There it is. This should do some damage. That's sort of my problem with the missile launcher, is it does sort of make the Fat Man completely useless. The ammo is lighter in survival mode, the ammo is pretty much as powerful because the default Fat Man is piss weak. It's like only twice the damage, mine's like 5, I bought 5 times the damage. But guess what's up there? Oh look! Another Deathclaw! I missed. And I missed. Boom! My buffed up Fat Man does actually kill Deathclaws in one hit. Oh, nice. Explosives. I like explosive. That on a minigun's fun. Or sorry, mini fun. Not a minigun, mini fun. I like a bad pun. And a mini pun is when you have like... But there is loads of Deathclaws up here. Oh! Big and uglies here. Oh look! I don't know why the Deathclaw's running. The Deathclaw tends to win the fight. Boom! Oh great! The Deathclaw! Another one! Oh great! Told you this place was Deathclaw sent. Well, if you want to find a Deathclaw, this is the. You know, if you're in. Oh yeah, I nerved myself. Oh dear, I nerved myself. That is what the Merv does. Like 99% of the time, the Merv does just that. Because the Merv with a Fat Man, there isn't a radius between the damage. It does the damage in the whole blast radius. With a Fat Man, it's very much a case of it either does full damage or no damage. And there is a very thin line. And if you aren't careful, 99% of the time, the Merv will fail. Big and ugly. Something died. And the Deathclaw is coming. I did it again! Oh, I'm bad. I am so bad with the Fat Man. But that's pretty much Merving in a nutshell. That's pretty much the Merv in a nutshell. There's only one safe way to fire the Merv, and that's max range every single time. Especially with the explosive boost, there is like no safe way to fire the Merv. Oh, I actually got the mini nuke back. Oh, that's nice. I think with the explosives boost, that gives the explosives more area effect. I get the distinct impression it's actually almost impossible to fire the Merv. You have to get the shot just right or die trying. You basically have to give it maximum degree and run backwards. But this is one of the few Behemoth spawns I know of, and it's also a place just Deathclaw Central. For some reason, the Deathclaws really like this place. There's loads of them. Where did that Behemoth go? And there's a Deathclaw. If that's the Deathclaw, where did the Behemoth go? Or did I just vaporize the Behemoth so hard that he went flying? No, that's a rock. Where did the Behemoth go? I shot the fucker. Did I kill it so hard that it disintegrated? I don't think the Fat Man could do that, but apparently it can, because I'm not seeing any evidence that there was a Behemoth here. I'm not seeing its fire hydrant, I'm not seeing it, I'm not seeing any evidence that it was ever here. I mean, if the Deathclaw's there, and I got the Behemoth in the same blast, then surely logic would dictate it's in a similar spot, but it isn't. I know there's more death claws. There's always more death claws up here. It's the one place where you're pretty much guaranteed to find them. And they also exist in the glowing... There's also one that camps outside Virgil's cave. That's a... Overkill time. You know, I've got the nukes. I might as well have some radioactive fun. There, I want my super pistols, ridiculo. Yeah, well, let's go to this place. Oh, the glowing sea. Ew, the glowing sea. Might as well do a death claw check. Because I just know there's going to be something around here. There's probably like one hiding behind that wall. They do like to be very common up this. For some reason, in this end of the map, there's loads of them. And of course, if I didn't have that like ridiculous 50 cal firepower from X6's minigun, I would be pretty much fucked trying to fight a Deathclaw. So I would have to rely on the overpowered missile launcher, and I don't like the overpowered missile launcher that much. Let me guess. Oh, Radical Scorpion. I think I saw the tail. Yep, Radical Scorpions. I disabled the tunnel. You know, I got a mod that disables the tunneling on them because... Sorry, but... Oh, that's the toughest one there is, a legendary Death Skull. But the tunneling on a Rad Scorpion made no fucking sense. It's not a mole. It's a scorpion. I don't think scorpions can exactly dig very... I mean, look at it. That's not going to be digging very well, is it? Oh, come on. I know you're the toughest one, but... This is a lot. I've never actually come across the tough enemies like this. That's funny. It's supposedly a Death Skull, but it looks like a regular one. It looks like a regular one, the black with a little bit of coloration. What's that? Stingwing. Of course it will be. Running away. Make that impossible shot. That's what VATS crits are for. There is moonshine in Fallout 4, I just don't think it's very common. And the glowing sea. It is consistent in that there is actually shit in it.
Yes.
Yay, forbidden. It is forbidden, of course it is. Most obvious, you are forbidden for coming in here. Well, I'm going to loot it anyway, because your password's really obvious. You cannot craft while taking rad damage. Oh wait, no, you can craft while taking rad damage. No, there's a reason. There's a reason I was coming in, and that is because I just want to repaint my weapons. Nice Brotherhood black. It just makes it more consistent. The missile launcher paints weirdly. For some reason the clip and the targeting system don't paint. It's really odd. Oh, I've got Furious on it. Furious is better. Furious is hilarious on a minigun. Oh well, that'll do. I'm slowly taking rads. I'm cooking slower than I am in reality. In reality, I'm cooking. I'm sweating like a pig here. It's horrible. Moonshine isn't beer. Moonshine is so much strong. Moonshine's a spirit. And it is strong. It's with moonshine over 80% alcohol is how it comes out the still. 80%. That actually comes out a little bit higher. I'm pretty sure it comes out a little bit higher actually than 80%. Beer is like sub 10%. Beer's really weak. I'm not sure you can actually technically beer can't be moonshine because brewing your own beer isn't actually illegal. Probably because it can't hurt anyone because it's so weak, because that's sort of the nature of beer. That's a suspicious thing in an abandoned shack. I notice here it's also the one place where you can pretty much guarantee yourself a set of XO1. I believe it's always a full set in here, and because it's in the arse end of the glowing sea, and it's an interior cell, you can not touch it until you're at level 50 and guarantee yourself a set of XO1.
Quiet here. Usually means something's about to go very wrong.
Of course, I found my very first XO1 set here by complete accident, and I thought it was some special Enclave facility until I remembered that there is no such thing as the Enclave in Fallout 4. Oh, come on. That's just feeble. You know what? Melee's problems in a nutshell. The slightest enemy attack is enough to completely disable it. You know, the only solution would be to get rid of staggers to make melee less painful. But it's the XO1 set. There's always a set of XO1 there if you leave it. Oh, of course, you're supposed to go down the slow way. I hear radios. Radios must be mutified. It doesn't remember the setting, and not that it matters, because I tend to play Fallout 4 before during the week, so it doesn't really matter. Plop. Now, where was the terminal to let me out of this place? There's a terminal around here somewhere, I can never find it. Because it's not... There it is. It's not as obvious as you'd think. Well, it can't be towel.
Got it.
I love how you actually... Moonshine is whiskey, definitely. Well, most of moonshine is. Traditional corn moonshine is definitely a whiskey. Nah. Free kills are free.
Hostile target identified. Hostile target detected.
Melee is so dodgy. You know, even the other one, even like New Vegas and Fallout 3 got melee better. Melee in Fallout 4 is just horrible. It's not particularly fun, it's only useful when you can't be asked to spam off 1,000,000 rounds of ammo. And I'm not... Actually, fuck it, I will take that set. Where are you? XO1 set that you really got to struggle to get in. You know what, let's actually craftify this. Let's make that a little stronger. Always like to put a bright headlamps on. I ought to rename it so I actually know what it is. Oh yeah, that's not actually equipped, is it? Derp derp. Back. Fail, 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 fail. Fail! Wrong button. There. Oh, I forgot to put a space on. Derp derp. I am really failing today. It's probably the heat. Yeah, I'm definitely failing today. It's definitely the heat. It's ridiculous. How there's unnecessary. It's unnecessary resists even. You T45 will protect in 90% of situations. T45 will protect you just as well. You know, it's in most situations it will protect you just as well. It's one of those funny things. Forgot to put space in again. I'm being... The heat is killing me, absolutely killing me. The heat is just crucifying me. I really am bad in the heat. There we go. Make it mine. Look at that ridiculous resist. And this is the only power that doesn't break in like one shot vanilla as well. The health value is unchanged. I haven't changed the values on this at all. It's hot. So hot. I do not work nicely in the hot. There we go. Not that I can actually wear the helmet, but that doesn't really matter. Oh, hello, crazy felony. Ugh. Have I actually got it? Oh no, I must have fixed it so I can actually use the helmet. Bloody hell, the bright lamp's bright. It's like daylight. And that's in the eyepiece. You know, it was clearly to emulate the original sort of orange glowing eyes of the original one. By giving it glowy eyes, but it's illogical as fuck, because the original one you could argue it was a sort of tactical display. Well, this one is clearly just a headlight lamp, and it is just ridiculously bright. Oh yeah, I forgot to put a jetpack on it, didn't I? The jetpack is amazing. For it just makes power armor mobility so much better. It's silly. Don't get me wrong, it is silly that the jetpacks exist, but they do make it a lot easier. I do have a fan jade, and unfortunately it doesn't seem to do much with the humidity, and that's what makes me sweat like a pig. Ugh. You know, I've given up even bothering to change. You know, I could change clothes every time I got sodden, but it's got to the point where it's so sweaty. I'm so sweaty. There's no point. You know, my bra is basically permanently wet. It's horrible. You could swim in it. It's just that bad. Ooh, a play park. I didn't ever notice this. I never knew there was a play park out here where the bomb fell. Oh, the humanity. Oh, it's radical roaches. It's radical roaches. They probably needed help. Oh, I am a pit. I am actually. Funnily enough, I am actually a bit of a pig. I eat like a pig. I'd say I'm a bit fussier than a pig. I won't eat everything that's there. And I'm also Chinese New Year at a pig, so it is actually saying I'm a pig doesn't actually offend me in the slightest. I know I am. When it comes to my eating habits, I know I am. When it comes to my Chinese birth year, I am. And I'm going to be stubborn and surprisingly intelligent at times, but mostly stubborn. Ugh. Yeah, it's... The fan is... You can probably... I don't know if you can actually hear the fan on the stream. I don't know if I managed to mute it out. I actually don't know if I managed to mute it out. I might have actually managed to mute it. I did do a lot of setup to try and mute it, but I'm not sure if it actually worked. I mean, it is there. I mean, it's just not that effective. This is used for a lot of mods, I think. For some reason, I think a lot of mods use this spot to dump their stuff. This sort of red rocket station in the arse end of nowhere. It's one of the... I think it's actually one of the smallest interiors in Fallout 4. Actually, one of the smallest. At least this one actually has a bathroom. I paid to pour one outside Concord. What do they have to do? Go pee in the bushes? Peel. That's funny. That's two-handing it, and that's very... And no matter what you do, the power armor animation is in third person, always. One-handed. That's weird. I love how little the first person and third person animations sync up. Oh, I really should have put a jetpack on this. I'm so used to having one. Filling a Molotov with moonshine would actually make it burn a little too well. I don't think it would explode, I think it would just sort of burn itself up before. As high alcohol volume is very volatile and... Oh, great. Another Deathclaw. You know what? You're stronger than an albino, aren't you? Yeah, that isn't ridiculously overpowered at all. Yeah, take your blood sample. Oh no, not the black bloatfly! Not the bloatflies! I am so scared. Oh dear. There's another bloatfly. I can see it. It's a flaming bloatfly. Yuck. I didn't want to zoom in on it, but I had to. To make it go boom, you have to go close. Come back here, little bloatfly. Sometimes you just gotta rely on the crits. Where are you, little bloatfly? Oh, it fell in the lake. I'll never retrieve it. The legendary item I pull out of its exploded corpse, I can't retrieve. It's gone. It's gone forever. I think there's this thing. A lot of radical scorpions out here. Again, something that's quite rare elsewhere. You don't really find radical scorpions elsewhere in the Commonwealth. It's kind of odd. And power armor does respond differently. It can run sideways, which so that on you it can run a bit more freely. It is odd that power armor always one-hands pistols for some reason. Probably because the big clunky hands really struggle. Oh no! Barrels! Oh no, it's a rad scorpion. A lot of radical scorpions out here. Let's take this back to the airport. Oh, they're all going to merge into one. Are they even gonna board? Are they actually gonna bother boarding? Apparently not. Well, fly back to the Pridwin. Let's go somewhere else. Well, yeah, fly back to the Pridwin. I just like docking at the Pridwin. I think it's fun. I just like... Yep, they've all merged into one.
Your minigun should be loaded and ready to fire. Good shooting, man.
Because technically you can have... There's room for two... Because there's basically... There's... ferals. But technically there's 3 spots in a vertibird. Well, 4, because like, you know, for player and followers, there's 3 spots. Oh, 4, because players on the minigun. Human companion sits down in the middle. Non-human, which includes power armor, stands where RX6 and Curie are. Non-companion companions like Proctor Ingram and Paladin Dance stand on the other side, and I think Dogmeat just lounges in the middle. Is that a Brotherhood one? I can't identify. Looks Brotherhood. Yeah, it's Brotherhood. I can see the little mark on it. I still want to come across. I still want to be in a vertibird and come across a gunner vertibird, so I can do a dogfight style, like take it down with my minigun. But actually doing that, the only way you're really going to do that is if you're an enemy of the Brotherhood. A BM Molotov I don't think would work. I don't think it would have enough boom to actually go up. You know, I don't think BM would be powerful enough to actually make any sort of boom. You know, it's funny, there's helipads everywhere, but there's no helicopters anywhere. There's the odd checkpoint defense. Of course there's a checkpoint defense. Oh, set me down. If it's Deathclaws, they're fucked. If it's anything else, they're probably not. Ugh! The fuck is it doing? The fuck is this thing doing?
You're gonna wish this was a nightmare.
Just what the I'm not even. Yep, it's Deathclaws. Of course, it's Deathclaws. You know what? Bring out the big gun. Oh yeah, kneecapper. Get that precious underbelly. Pure in the breasts. That works. Oh, kneecapper is hilarious. There's a Brotherhood soldier left, we're fine. Not really getting the underbelly shot, but you can't argue with the firepower of the Gatling laser, though. Look at it, it just goes. And it's out. Oh! Don't you get back up. Don't you fix your legs. That's funny, is it? Their legs are definitely broken. You actually want to mess with this thing? Really? You're stupider than I thought, mutant. That's a war. That's the thing with the Gatling laser, it's not the most powerful shot for shot, at least in this mode. Its triple barrel is more powerful. That's one of the most cost efficient weapons there is. Shot, damage for damage. The triple barrel Gatling laser is one of the most cost efficient weapons there is. This one less so. But it still is respectable damage. I'm not summoning another vertibird. Not when I'm here. You know, out the glowing sea. Perfect.
If I ever need repairs, you seem more than capable with your tinkerings.
Get back. Wait, the armor have I even taken... Yeah, I have taken some damage in this. The legs all... For some reason, the legs all... Okay, that leg's not taking damage, that leg's taking loads. Like, what the fuck? Leg damage is weird. But the power armor looks really ridiculous when the legs are broken and nothing else has. So, and the legs always seem to take the most punishment. So if you're gonna use them, you might as well. Fail. I'm good at... What the oh. They suicided. Me need loot booty. That's funny, it didn't turn into a pile, it just sort of died. It just exploded. Okay, I thought it would turn into an ash pile, but okay. Boom. Get out of this radioactive cesspit. Where are you, little super mutant? Oh, you're up there, are you, in the Automatoys factory? Well, we're not going to let you get away with that one now. Not when I have the jetpack, which I failed epically on because I heard my core beep. No, apparently I can't stand on the slightly tilted one. Oh, God, making this jump. The jetpack doesn't have the kind of thrust to get that high. I know it's not very high, but the jetpack still doesn't manage to have the thrust to do it. Oh, I'm undercorrecting. That's like the Halloween in 2020. There, now we can make the jump up. Once the gas is recharged. Gotta break some atoms to make it. Needs full power. There you go, got full juice. See, it doesn't actually have much in the way of vertical thrust. You can sort of feather it for ridiculous distances, but you can't actually... It's not actually very good for upwards of mobility. What's funny is, I know the Capital Wasteland project sort of wants to disable the jetpack to stop you climbing, but the thing is, the jetpack wouldn't let you get on top of anything. Oh my lord, you take so much damage. At least the mutant hounds actually glow. Oh, Warlord, you're so sponge. You're so sponge.
Kill them! Kill
Where are you, super mutant? Well, I couldn't find the super mutants. I can never navigate that place either. It's this tiny little building, I can't navigate it. I don't know why, but I never can. Well, let's demonstrate the jetpack's fantastic ability to hop along really ridiculous. See, that is what the jetpack's good for. Its upwards mobility is atrocious, but its ability to just do ridiculous jumps across the top of buildings, that is where it shines. Because it only has a finite amount of... Oh, the fusion core died mid-jump. Oh, Gatling laser's fucked around our cores while using it. Well, might as well use something else. Shoot gun. Nah. Stupid pistol. Yeah. Stupid pistol. You know what, I've never been on the top of this building, so... Because I've never actually been in there, so... Yeah, well, let's go in there. First, just checking these shacks. What the f... Illogical. Oh! McCready want to talk! Fine, little boy.
You impressed yet? Told you I was a damn good shot.
I don't know. I haven't really noticed.
Oh, come on. You got skills. I'm sure you have talent when you see it.
Is there a reason that you're bringing this up?
I'm not trying to gouge you for extra tasks.
He probably is.
To know a little more about me. I'm completely self-taught, you know. Picked up a sniper rifle when I was...
Ah, that's what it was. It was a fucking moth.
I thought it was smarter to hit my target at long range. I mean, I take chances.
Really? Splatterfy. Now, sorry, let me just... Before just give me a moment. I've just got to clean up the mess. I keep a bit of tissue. I mean, really should start keeping a bit of tissue around to wipe these things off. Because if you don't clean the moth blood up immediately, it sinks in.
Come on, it can't be that boring.
And one more dead and crushed and flushed. And yes, he probably was shooting at 10.
What were you doing in the Capital Wasteland?
I was born lived underground in a
Little lamplight.
left there when I was
Don't worry, Nick. This week's New Vegas stream will feature that horrific place.
When you were 16, you packed up and left. I know.
But 16 isn't even an adult, especially in America. I hate to ask.
How'd your kids survive without help?
Everyone pulled their own weight. Just like a colony you'd find anywhere. We all had our designated jobs and we watched each other's back. Can you believe I was actually the mayor for a while? Me. Crazy, I know.
Yeah, you're a right little asshole.
That sounds ridiculous.
Maybe, but kept the colony alive for a couple hundred years. Anyway, when I hit 16, I ended up wandering the Capital Wasteland for a while. I took the odd job here and there, but things were pretty hot with the Brotherhood of Steel running the show. So I hitched a ride with a caravan and made my way north until I ended up here. Made a pretty decent name for myself before
Completely unaware that I am Brotherhood.
Biggest mistake of my life. They were animals. Killed anything that moved if it got in their way. I went with it for a while because the caps were good, but...
Well, after all these years, he's finally decided to get a soul. Really?
Pretty much brings us to now. So there you have it. My whole life in a nutshell.
Thanks for sharing that with me.
Well, you've earned it. Look, I I know I tend to be a pain.
I don't know why you'd ever want to romance this, especially when you know where he came from.
I come off like I want to be alone.
What I don't get with Little Lamplight is how they ever get any more kids to get in there.
Heck out of me. Now that we
I mean, if they get kicked out when they're 16, what do? Breed at 15? Ew! Minor sex, ew! That's only consensual in a few countries.
I know I did.
Yeah, we know you got another.
Hey,
Yeah, what is it?
You gonna give me more ammo?
excuse me.
Can I help?
Nope.
That was it.
Sure.
You gonna give me more ammo? Nah. Oh, I'll go through DD Technical. I don't know what DD Technical stands for. District of Boston Technical, maybe? I don't know. Yeah.
What the?
Talk about savages. They're burning computers. Exactly the kind of people you'd expect to take over a school. Are the people you don't? The thing with an abandoned school is you don't expect the educated to take it over. You expect the thick and the ignorant, the ones who would burn the resources, burn everything. Where are you, little raider? You're the one running away, little raider. Pretty savages.
I have survived the hostilities.
Savages. Who burns computers? Exitio. No. Where are you, little raider? Where are you, little raider? Little raider? Little raider! I've lost him. This school was clearly built well. If all the floors have collapsed, it was clearly built well. I'm sure there's a mascot head in here or something. Don't know where it is, but I'm sure there's a mascot head somewhere. I miss every shot and you still fail.
And all the little things go in baggies for evidence.
Oh lovely, this must be the... What? An underground pool? What a weird place. Why are they not hostile?
Hey!
Oh, Bosco. I thought... I knew there was a mascot head around here somewhere. I mean, it's half of a bear's head. It is creepy. And it is unique. Not quite sure why you would keep it when it's got a big gaping hole in the side of it, unless you see inside, but oh well. Oh well. So that's proof that I've never been in... Oh look! Comic book as well. I'm surprised they haven't burned it like everything else. You know, I'm surprised they haven't burned it like the rest of the savages in there. Let's see what they have to say about themselves. So this raider gang owns most of downtown, clearly. Talk is debt. Fuck this cute ode. Oh dear, this guy's going mad. Oh dear. I think he's slowly going mad. Or not slowly. Oh dear. I think he's gone mad. Did I take out Hyde Park? Because I know these raid terminals do update. I know they do update when you take out the other raider gangs, so... Maybe? Who knows? Who knows? But this guy clearly had gone mad. I'm not the one running away, I was just reading the terminal. Well, the bleep school has a power armor repair station. You know, it's not even like it's something that you'd even... It's not even like it's a setting that you'd expect to find in a school.
There you are, you little bitch.
Where are you, little... You're calling me a little bitch? You're the one who was hiding up here the entire time. And that's why. Because you're a bag of shit and you're weak. Now I need to find my way out of this accursed school. How many computers does the school have that you have enough to burn it? I will never fit through it. Apparently I will. The ever-classy school prank. Let's reinstate this ever-classy school prank. Bucket on top of the door. Classy. That's the except it's normally a bucket. I've heard... I didn't know. There was a Doom on Nintendo 64? Oh yeah, there was, wasn't there? No, never played it. Never even seen any footage of it. I don't. Was it? No, there's the thing. Was it the 2D sprites like the original Doom, and hence would look good, or was it one of the really early examples of 3D that was fucking ugly? That's... 3D is a very hard thing to get right. They really did a poor job with 3D in early games. Like, really poor job of it. It was really, really ugly. For lack of a better word.
Hey, Slim.
You got that look like you jonesing for something.
What are you?
You never seen a ghoul before? Don't worry.
If he's like, that makes me never want to look at it. Nintendo 64 3D was fugly. PS1
Uppers, downers.
PS1 3D was fucking ugly as well. But it could be acceptable. You know, some of the later ones were more acceptable. Now, you have Radaway, you have Steams. I don't need more stims, but I need something to buy to sell my mountains and mountains and mountains and mountains and mountains and mountains of shite. Why do I pick up so many mines? That's actually quite a decent legendary. Why do I have so many mines? I don't remember picking the mines, even picking the things up. That will do. I think I don't know why, but I think, you know, what are you comment implies that he's supposed to be like the first ghoul you ever find. Oh, it's Mr. Handy. That is one beating up Mr. Handy. You know what, let's go in. I think, was Doom 2 the 3D or not? I can't remember. I think Doom 2 was still a 2D, which, especially for its time, looked amazing. I mean, it's still... I find that the 16-bit aesthetic looked a lot better than a lot of the early 3D attempts. That 16-bit stuff looked really good. Oh, he died like Elvis. Car bomb! Oh, chameleon. Ow. Car bomb!
I have some time.
I've spent much effort gathering...
As a car bomb go. Oh, I've played... There's another Doom? There's a Doom? Like another modern Doom? Didn't know about that.
Stifles my scientific progress. The inescapable truth is there has never been a great robot scientist.
Sounds premature. You've only just begun.
I have learned enough to recognize my fundamental limitations. The greatest scientific minds of history, the Einsteins and the Curies, my namesake, have had something beyond raw data analysis capabilities.
The fact that it's asking this question means it already has said Spark.
I must possess.
You're starting to worry me.
Yeah, the fact that the robot... You know, is it like astromech droids where if you don't mind wipe them every so often, they gain personality and a soul?
Human, or as close as I can. I must find a way to download all that I am into a human brain.
Well, that's
I know
creepy.
someone that might be able to help. Dr.
What's actually? I don't remember him announcing it's E3. Then again, I sort of just remember Fallout 76 from E3, and that was about it. That's all I really cared to remember. That's all I, you know. The second I learned it was multiplayer, just E3 just shut off. You know, there's only a few things at E3 that even remotely interest me. Bethesda's panel, and one very specific game from Sega's panel, notably Valkyria 4. And, well, I've already pre-ordered. I'm just waiting for my pre-order to arrive with Valkyria 4. That's the only things I was remotely interested in at E3. E3 is E3. It's, you know, it's just there. It's the only real... For some reason, it's the only time of year where they actually give you any news. I think he died. I think Slim died. Oh my gosh. No. No, I don't have enough jump. Could you? Where are you, little radar? What the mole rat? Where the hell did that come from? Wherever it is, it came from a long way away. The way it was running off. Anyway. Fail. There is a time when you just run out of gas. Defy physics. You are a floating robot. How have you taken fall damage? That doesn't make sense. Yup. Where are you, little rust devil? Oh dear, a water crossing. There's one thing you just do not do with power armor, is that is go in the water. Unless you want to plod along at 1 mile an hour for the rest of your life before you drown. Because that's what's inevitably going to happen, is you will drown. Wasn't there there's a truck that defies physics. It's gone to top level. Doink, 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 doink. Oh, this is a little. This is someone's little house. I thought this was more secure than that. Clearly, it isn't. I'm gonna need more gas to make that jump. Peel. Ugh. Gotta love how companions sometimes teleport and sometimes don't. We'll get a totally new view of Boston by going over it. No! Fell down a teeny weeny little hole. No. It could have been worse. Who the hell has a rooftop pool? Apparently quite a few of these buildings. That won't make it. No. You know, you're gonna fire at me? I think I'll keep rolling along the top of this highway. Oh, maybe not. Nah, I'll keep rolling along the top of the highway. I'll have class. I'll basically be a car. Hello, singular weed. Oh no. Oh no, that's... No, I've got to make the jump to that building, because that is good neighbour, and I'm not going in fucking good... Actually, I do need to go in good neighbour, so... Yup. Let's belly flop into good neighbour. And this is the one place where you won't be taking fall damage. No, not Dr. Brainwash and his decapped lists. Apparently there was fall damage given, but not much. Actually, the assaultron sells ammo, so.
The weapon you see here could be the difference between.
Let's see what you have.
Purchase a variety in case of boredom.
Now, I need ammo. Lots of ammo. You can never have enough ammo. You can never have enough ammo. Ever. Ammo is love. Ammo is everywhere. Seldom really worthless armor. Not long johns, one of the ugliest things there is. And then oh no! I don't think I'll have enough monies. Because I forgot armor is worth a grand total of fuck all. Yeah, you have all this fancy armor and it's still worth nothing. Kind of amazing, really. Sell some drugs. Be a chem pusher. And alcohol. Don't need alcohol. Don't drink alcohol. Oh, Stealth Boy is useless. You know what? I don't think I even... No, let's not buy like really useless shit like gamma rounds. Fusion cores are way too expensive. Flares are pretty useless. Flamer fuels is garbage. They're expensive. I don't even have a choo-choo gun, do I? Actually, I probably do have a choo-choo gun, but... I love how low value that is. Almost dead fusion core. Oh wow! I've actually sold one that had a 0 charge. It had like 1 shot left in it. Bowling ball? Why is that worth so much? It's a bowling ball. It's a ball of bowling. Yeah, why am I even carrying gamma rounds? The garbage. I sell all these like part-use cores. I have to make money with every transaction. It's an obsessive compulsive. It's an obsession. I have to make money. Yeah, communist repellent American meats. That's what it's going to be called. That's what I call Crown now. Oh yuck. That can go. There, now we're making monies. There, now we made money. Can't go without making money. Fun fact, you can actually go to the memory den and relive a memory, and you know what memory it will be, without actually doing the main quest. Why, I'm not quite sure, but you can.
The Institute is finally gone. All breathe easier without the
Peel.
Thank you.
Doctor, my friend here needs your help.
Oh? I'm not a mechanic. What could she possibly want from me?
Greetings, Doctor. I wish to download my data and core programming into a human brain.
You want what? Is she serious?
Curie has a lot of pre-war research data, but she can't
Apparently.
work as a robot.
Why not?
There are fundamental limitations in my robotic systems. I have no capacity for the human trait of inspiration.
I've never considered anything like you're proposing. It's an interesting problem. The memories wouldn't be hard. We translate those from the brain to computers and back all the time here. It's how the loungers work. Her personality, though. All the extra pieces of robotic, programmed decision-making. A normal organic brain wouldn't know what to do with them. A synth brain, on the other hand, well, it's
Well, a synth brain isn't, though. It's just a manufactured human.
I don't have a synth brain handy, Doc.
I may be able to help with that. I've worked on synths before, giving them memory wipes. So
That's blunt. Really blunt.
the procedure isn't always successful. If something goes wrong,
You know, I don't know why they bother mind wiping the synths.
but with no cognition. I know a caretaker for one of these brain-dead synths. If they're willing, we could try transferring your friend's consciousness into her.
The whole idea makes me uneasy.
Her caretaker may feel the same way. But we won't know until we ask her. Give me a day to get in contact with them. They're understandably cautious.
I will stay with the doctor. Assuming all goes well, I want to be ready for the procedure.
The caretaker should get back to me soon. She's not one to wait.
I'm just gonna mark Curie in console just in case she decides to fuck off. I need to find somewhere to sit down. No, 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 no! Wrong. Bloody. I just wanted to take my I just want to take my beeper with me so no one can steal my car. Oh. You know. Wait 24 hours. Just to guarantee that this awaiting is begun. Hop back in the power armor. You know, you should all, whenever you're using power armor, you should always take the fusion core out of it. Without fail, you should always just take it out because it just stops NPCs from nicking it. Because NPCs have a very annoying habit of stealing power armor.
Remind me not to mess with you when you're in that thing.
You're the one that wants to use G519's body? I just don't have the caps to keep her alive anymore. Life support ain't easy, or I was gonna pull the plug on her. Better than letting her rot.
This really does not make any sense as Brotherhood, but you can do it anyway.
She'll be giving what's left of her life for someone else.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Since G5 has no one else. For what it's worth.
This caretaker isn't always the same.
Thank you. I know this.
Yeah.
If you're in the middle of the railroad and Glory hasn't died, it's Glory, and Glory is a lot more resistant.
Terminate all non-essential operations.
Affirmative.
All right. Connection complete. I have access to your friend's memories. G5's already been prepped, so this shouldn't take long. Yes. There.
And if there's any crap you gave Curie, you've got to take it off her now.
Just Just breathe. It's an autonomic function. Just let your body do what it must.
I feel...
And I have created more of an abomination than before.
Hear me. What is your name?
My designation is Contagions, Vulnerability, Robotic, Infirmary, Engineer.
And what's creepy is that Synth clearly had the same voice. It's...
I'm not sure that's really Curie.
Oh, but it is I. Sorry.
It is the fact that the voice is pretty much exactly the same. That is... Out of all the synths you could find, you had to find the one that had the French accent. That sounded just like Miss Nanny.
What would you do?
Move.
Think of a strong memory. The first that comes to mind. Tell me about it.
Dr. Barrow was very...
Ugh, extreme close-up.
The last living scientist in the section of Vault 81. He was on his bed, very weak. He said to me, Curie, you must... And he died before he finished the sentence. Oh, my insides feel peculiar. What is that?
She sounds good, Doc.
The operation appears successful. But I think it will take a lot of adjustment for your new friend. She may need your help to make the transition.
Thank you, Doctor, for this opportunity. Humanity is
Institute is finally
to cling
gone.
to life despite...
We can all breathe easier without them.
Yes, you can have armor now. There. Have the... Well, you can have the... You can just have a Corsa uniform. It makes no sense. That's why it's funny, and that's why you must do it. Do I actually have any... I actually don't... I sold all my weapons, didn't I? So I don't have any weapons to give her. Yeah. She can use an alien blaster, because I'm just giving her something really random. Blast around ×1. Better than a default laser rifle. So you take that off her.
Working behind everyone's lives.
As to why she... Well, that's Curie. Almost done. Where the others have gone, I don't know. Hancock seems to have gone AWOL, and X6 seems to have disappeared off the face of the earth again. Well, if that's Hancock's there, God, Curie is flat. I think Curie is as generic as... You aren't Preston Garvey, Arizona T. You can't trick me like that.
The old State House? Maybe they have the tourist brochure.
Yep, X6 has gone AWOL. Where's she gone? Gotta look at the code. Yeah, find X6. I really should just have a find X6 button. I can just... Sorry, I'm just looking at the... Gotta wait for Google to load. Come on! Fuck it. Fuck Steam browser. It's clearly not eating. Let's chat here to the rescue. Where is X6, you lazy cow? You fat lazy cow. Go away, cookies. You are prid to E210A. Why do I remember that?
I'm looking forward to the next.
Oh, you.
Hey,
Ready for the next mission, man?
let's move out.
Wait behind.
Now is she classed as a companion again? No, she waddled off.
Let's move out.
Right behind me, man.
You gotta wait for... This is kind of an awkward thing. Also, Arizona T, you can't trick me by being Preston Garvey, because Preston is still in Concord. I have deliberately never helped him. He is still stuck in Concord. Or did I save him and he said, fuck off because you're with the Raiders? One of the two. It was one of the two. Why is the submachine gun so low res? For some reason it's really low res and I don't know why. Sweat wipe again. I heard something crack and die. Where art? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Master Fusion.
Scribes are still combing the building for tech. This place is a gold mine.
I'm amazed I managed to make it that high. That's about as high as a jetpack can go. I'm actually amazed it made that. Yeah, there is one rule with the jetpack, and that is you never give it a full burn. Do I hear a vertibird? Now, that looks interesting. Let's head that way. Nope, disciples. It's fine. Ow. The jetpack does allow for extra mobility. Oh, that goes all the way to ground level? What the fuck? Ah, that's why. The structure doesn't actually carry it all the way. What the fuck? Who built this fucking scaffolding so badly? Into the train. Or the monorail, as it actually is. Good job you can't open the door by accident. I know this is not the way I was supposed to come up here, but since when is going the supposed to way ain't a fun way? The fun way is doing the ridiculous jumping game across buildings. That's the fun way. Oh dear. Oh, it's just a regular Death Claw. Oh yeah, broke a leg. Broke a leg. Fucking missile launcher at close range, just ridiculous damage. Oh fuck. Death Claw's around me. And there goes my other leg. Oh, missiles are out. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. And that is why Deathclaws are evil. And now my power armor looks fucking ridiculous. Anyway, Hall? Yeah, apparently Deathclaws can climb buildings now as well. Yeah, because they weren't evil enough. You know, when the Deathclaw isn't evil enough, then it climbs a building to kill you. Okay, so I need to go that way. Oh, it looks ridiculous without legs. Oh, it does. It looks disproportionate, just ridiculous without legs. Yeah, taking X6 anywhere remotely near Old North Church makes the railroad hostile. Not that they aren't already hostile, but that's apparently beside the point. I mean, I'm not even anywhere near the railroad now. The railroad is just gets really arsey. Yeah, actually, apart from the Institute, let's see this. The railroad's made hostile by X6. The Brotherhood's made hostile by Dance, of all things. And the Institute, you can't bring many companions into. You can't bring anyone except X6 into. At least you're not supposed to be able to. Sometimes I think Piper's followed me in. And the way the companions are rigged is they're sort of designed so that you go if you take the wrong faction. But let's face it, Piper would not stay with you if you sided with the Institute. She just wouldn't. And I'd refuse, she might not go actively hostile, but she would definitely no longer go with you if you went Institute. But much like I don't think that Valentine would go with you. He wouldn't go with you if you were Institute. He probably wouldn't go hostile. In fact, a lot of companions, if you sided Institute, wouldn't go with you anymore. All those odd quirks. The question is, where was the power armor bay? I think, yeah, it's outside. Oh yeah, my spacesuit armor is here. Great. Oh well. No harm in builderizing another bay, is there? It's floating. I can't stand them when they float. No, it's not Y for some reason, it's Z. I hate when things float. Okay. There, now it's on the floor. Crafting. Power armor bay. Move your fucking ass, McCready. Can't move it because the power armor's there. Oh god, why is it set on fucking insert mode? I hate when insert turns itself on for no reason. The only problem with mod posse is you gotta sort of remember which way's which, and it's... So, yeah, it was the robot work then for making it so I couldn't get in there.
I've never been the hammer and nails sort of guy.
It's always the legs that go first. I'm not sure why, but it's always the legs that die. There, it's pretty much fully repaired. Take the core out, because we're not going to be playing with that anymore. Much like the spacesuit armor, we're not going to be playing with that either. Oh, good settler. And no, I haven't actually. Oh, get out of the way. I need to make sure he gets this before he gets to his vendor. Now, I'm pretty sure I cocked up and don't actually have the right. Where's it? I've got a strip of information somewhere with the data on it. Lift the mic up. No. Ah, there it is. 76A1A. For some reason I haven't.
Can we trade a few things?
Okay.
Is that a Brotherhood one or is it Inspect? No, that's not. That's the Brotherhood one. I know it's the awful stockless one, but it's a Brotherhood site. He should be in Brotherhood gear. I don't care if he's in the med bay or not. He'll have proper. Actually, I've never spelled help so badly. Oh yeah, you gotta stick with the 0 at the end, otherwise it doesn't search. You talk smart. No, me don't talk smart. Actually, common sense would dictate I just type in fatigues. Ah, there we go. Add item. F187C. Oh, don't tell me he's. Oh yeah, med, just... Let's just deassign... Oh god, what am I saying? So oh, get out of that disgusting blue jacket. For some reason medics don't... Yeah, he's got... Yeah, he's lost. At least he hasn't got the awful jacket anymore. Bit regular fatigue. Look, yeah, if he's going to be assigned to the med bay, he might as well be in the medical gown. Yeah, if he's going to be assigned to the surgery centre, he may as well be in the proper Brotherhood special issue medical gear. The Jezebel. Noxious Robo-Brain, who isn't a Robo-Brain. And is completely, by the looks of it, is completely confused. Is that it? Is that the only settler I have here? I mean, the beacon must be working from the... You know, it's just clearly no one wants to come, apparently. Yeah, I'm sure that beacon is working. Let's just... Yeah, I can't even reach it. Fuck it. That said, fuck off. I mean, if you want to make your settlement secure, use these doors and only open them manually, because NPCs don't know how to use them. Because NPCs just don't know about the switch. They just don't.
Hey there.
Done a heck of a job, Sentinel. Add Victoria.
Did I just see a cow?
They have liberated the Commonwealth.
No, I'm clearly seeing things. Oh no, I did see a cow. And this is just wandering around the military base. It's a spy cow. Don't you know it's a spy cow? No, it's actually just a weird quirk of the Boston Airport settlement, is they do sort of wander around. It was clearly never meant as a proper settlement site, and was clearly meant just to build the ship for Liberty Prime and build the signal interceptor. It was never intended to be a proper settlement site in any way. Oh dear. At least it could be worse, it could be in the water. Tip, that means it's an NPC one. I believe the way the NPC vertebrates work is that when they all, no matter what they do, if they survive, they fly back to the Pridwen, land there, and then just despawn. Yeah, we got paladins outside, but a shitty ass knight here. He has got the right weapon. He just hasn't got the right anything else. Let's just check. See if Kells has anything.
We have squires here, and I could use your help in guiding the Brotherhood's future.
I don't have time for that.
The new generation needs you.
At least as a sentinel, I basically can tell him to fuck off. It is a nice feeling. I'm sure I have technical documents I need to be rid of. Yeah, but at least as a sentinel, you basically have the right to refuse. Otherwise, you're just like, it just does make you wonder. Actually, I just ran past Quinlan, haven't I?
Warning. Voice interface shutting down. Please return later.
Sentinel, you have technical documents.
Always technical documents.
I found some technical documents for you.
Splendid. Here are the caps.
15. I thought I had more than that.
Check every building you...
There's always one peculiarly British-ish one. There's like one with a peculiar, like, non-American accent. There's only very few of them that for some reason, both Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 both have a British one. Although I don't think Tenpenny's accent is British, but he is stated to be from England. Well, Quinlan isn't really stated to be British, but has a very clear accent.
Not every day we get visited by a sentinel all the way up here.
I never realised it had a Brotherhood emblem on it, ever.
You may have liberated the Commonwealth.
Where's Naraya? I'm sure I have viable blood samples somewhere.
You've done a heck of a job, Sentinel.
There she is.
Describe Naraya. Have you collected any blood samples, Sentinel?
Yes. Here you go.
I never thought I'd be so happy to see tiny vials of blood. Thank you. Here's some caps for the trouble.
Wow, I had a lot more of those than I thought. The viable blood sample is a really good, is a great one. Ah, thank you, Hellkill. But back to my previous line of comments, that viable blood samples are a really good way of making caps. Because you get them just from killing shit. Also, doesn't it look so much better with the bunk beds? That aren't like the scummy mattress kind. Yeah, not only are they proper... More technical documents, of course, but... It does just look so much better with... I mean, the Brotherhood has the ability to fabricate new clothing. And yet they had the scummiest mattresses default. Yes, I would rather it be a dirtier one, I mean... But there isn't a dirty bunk bed, and there's... Well, these... Oh wait, these are kiddling beds, aren't they? Because kiddie beds are specifically smaller. I like how they have blast radius as the board game. I'd love how that's the only board game here. There is a lot of wasted space in the Pridwin. Oh, I'm playing on PC, yes. I mean, technically, a lot. I'm not sure if my load order would actually fit on Xbox, but I know most of them aren't on Xbox. And certain ones would never be on Xbox due to questionable content. Even though it's perfectly okay for such things to exist in media, you know, I've seen the thing I'm talking about in a PG film. I have seen such behaviour. Not necessarily with a human, but I have seen it. But there's a few mods that could never be on Bethesda.fail. And a few mods that I'm not even sure if I've got. I'm sure there's enough space that I don't think it takes up as enough space to take up. But it could never, and obviously PS4 would never have anything like that, or what I'm wearing, or my hairstyle, or that, or actually it could, no, the hairstyle. They're vanilla, they're vanilla.
We may have liberated the Commonwealth, but our job is far from over.
Let's go investigate the vertibird. Splatter. That's funny, I thought I got closer to Group Nano. Oh well. Yep, this is an NPC one. Either it's preparing to go or it's preparing to go back. Oh dear. Oh dear. The minigun hasn't spawned, the scribe's got his laser rifle. I think that's come back and not reset properly. I mean, I've sided with all factions. Minutemen is by far the most boring and illogical. Their Institute Assault is actually one of the better ones, but their Brotherhood Assault is just stupid. For one, you can have an artillery gun that has minimal range, and from halfway across the Commonwealth and apparently hack it. They coordinate with the Brotherhood's aware and watches their artillery. So surely the Brotherhood would know when they tune in on fucking Radio Freedom and then blast it across the Commonwealth that we're firing. The Pridwin will just go, move to the right, come over the castle, and just bomb it into oblivion. The Railroad Pridwin takedown is actually, I think, the best one. As it's a stealth mission. You sneak on board. It's funny because it's also the funniest. I mean, Deacon's a funny one. And Tinky Tom's also kind of funny in how paranoid and weird he is. But their Institute one's a bit boring. It's more, you know, you sort of sneak in and do it. There is also a curious thing that vanilla, you can keep X6 as a companion if you side Railroad, because technically you never go hot. If you don't start the Railroad, it would be destroyed by Institute mission. You never technically become enemies with the Institute, so Institute doesn't shoot you on sight. I can wait for Fallout 76. I have no interest in it until it gets a single player. I want to explore its world, but I do not want other people in my Fallout. You know, I don't want other people anywhere near me, and to be honest, playing a Bethesda game without mods or without console is not something I want to do. They break too easily. I know Todd Howard has said he wants to make it his first game, Bethesda's first game that isn't bug-ridden at launch, but it's Bethesda. It's gonna be buggy as fuck. It's gonna be buggy. Even with a beta, it's still gonna be buggy. Oh, this is supposed to be a Jaws reference. Come on, Skelly. Yeah, there. Now it's sort of the Jaws reference again. Machete, Skelly, blue bandana, shark-like thing. The Institute ending is disappointing, and I feel dirty siding with the Institute. I mean, that whole battle plan for the Institute, every single one of them relies on player being some immortal god. Every single one of their plans relies on that. Every single one. But I have ran out of time, so I'm going to save up with my Brotherhood buddies. Savey. And that is the end of the stream. Thank you for watching. Subscribe or donate if you want. Donation links in the description as per usual, as is a list of all past live streams. See you next week for a Fallout 4 live stream. There's Skyrim live stream tomorrow, New Vegas, which is actually Fallout 3 live stream on Friday. Goodbye! Wait for the autosave, and off.